They command billion-dollar empires and dominate global industries, yet their faces remain hidden from the public eye. These are Germany's wealthiest and most secretive families, so influential that even Elon Musk can't secure a meeting. With fortified estates, stealth jets, and priceless art hidden behind layers of security, their world feels straight out of a spy thriller. Watch until the end to uncover the family that took secrecy to an entirely new level. The Schaefer family, Schaefer Precision's story, started not in flashy boardrooms, but in a garage with one game-changing invention: the cage guide needle roller bearing. This small but crucial piece powers automotive giants like BMW, Mercedes, Toyota, and Ford. If you've ever driven a car, you've probably relied on Schaefer engineering. Today, their influence runs deep, with an estimated family fortune of $17 billion, despite their near invisibility in public life. Forget red carpets and headlines. The Schaefers prefer fortress-like estates in Bavaria, built for ultimate privacy, private lakes, helipads, underground tunnels, and walls lined with $150 million in art by Richter, Kiefer, and Rausch. But they're not stuck in the past. The family has poured over $1.2 billion into future mobility, investing early in electric vehicles, autonomous tech, and supply chain automation. They've teamed up with Bosch, Nvidia, and backed startups like Arrival and Rivian well before Wall Street noticed. Their family meetings happen in Faraday caged rooms with biometric locks and anti-bug drones. Secrecy is their currency. One heir reportedly lives off-grid in a $30 million solar-powered estate, complete with an AI-run climate system built long before green was trendy. Silence builds empires. Stay tuned. Next, we expose a grocery dynasty so secretive, even their own execs don't go by their real names. The Plattner family, SAP and the quiet tech empire. No TED Talks, no flashy press tours. The Plattner family built SAP, one of the most influential software giants on the planet, valued at over $140 billion. Their technology powers nearly every major multinational, from Apple and Coca-Cola to BMW and Unilever, handling everything from logistics to payroll. Founded in 1972 by Dietmar Platner and a team of former IBM engineers, their vision was to unify global business operations in a single software system. SAP ERP transformed enterprise computing. Yet unlike Silicon Valley's loud tech moguls, the Plattners chose invisibility over fame. Their $22 billion fortune is shielded behind a complex web of holding companies, foundations, and offshore trusts in Liechtenstein, the Cayman Islands, and Luxembourg. Their Alpine estates are fortified with biometric security, Faraday cages, and underground bunkers equipped for satellite jamming during board meetings. Communication isn't through Zoom, but via a proprietary encrypted satellite system developed by a European firm they partly own. Internal memos are self-encrypting and time-locked, making leaks nearly impossible. The family's real estate portfolio matches their secrecy: a $38 million Lake Geneva villa, a private Croatian island, a 500-year-old monastery in Umbria, and a Vienna cultural estate filled with Klimt and Schiele masterpieces, kept far from public eyes. What sets the Plattners apart isn't just wealth, it's the mastery of invisibility. In a world where tech founders crave the spotlight, they built an empire measured in control and discretion. Next up, a family that took this silent power play and turned grocery stores into a $50 billion empire, while keeping their true identities a secret. The Albrecht family, Aldi, and the masters of discretion. Chances are, you've shopped at their stores without ever knowing who's behind the empire. The Albrecht family, founders of Aldi and Trader Joe's, built a retail powerhouse worth over $50 billion, yet remain some of the world's most secretive billionaires. Started by brothers Theo and Karl in post-war Germany, their discount store concept revolutionized global grocery shopping, expanding to thousands of locations across Europe and the US. Unlike Walmart or Target, the Albrechts avoid the spotlight entirely. No social media, no interviews, and hardly anyone knows their faces. Their privacy is engineered with military-grade precision, encrypted phones, constant travel aliases, and private celebrations locked behind NDAs, biometric security, and signal jamming tech. Their private jet fleet features signal cloaking and rotating international crews, all housed in a discreet Zurich hangar, known only to elite insiders. While their public presence is nearly invisible, their impact is everywhere, from pioneering retail automation to secret land acquisitions and climate-controlled vaults, storing priceless art. Trader Joe's cult following and Aldi's European dominance are proof their silent strategy works. Next, we reveal a family that owns nearly half of BMW, but remains ghosts in the machine, mastering invisibility on a whole new level. The Quandt family, the silent power behind BMW. Controlling nearly half of BMW, one of the world's most prestigious automotive giants, the Quandt family wields immense influence without ever seeking the spotlight. Through a family trust, they own about 47% of BMW Group, including Mini and Rolls-Royce, with their stake valued at over $60 billion. This gives them decisive power over everything from design innovation to global expansion, yet they maintain a cloak of privacy, avoiding public appearances and interviews. Their Bavarian estate is more fortress than home, featuring a biometric-secured underground vault filled with rare art, vintage BMW prototypes, and family archives. Meetings happen in Faraday cages, and all communications run through encrypted private servers, ensuring secrecy and control. Instead of flashy magazine covers, the Quandts quietly invest in cutting-edge mobility ventures, electric vehicles, battery tech, and AI traffic solutions through shell companies. Their legacy is complex. BMW's wartime history includes involvement in Nazi-era production, a dark chapter the family openly acknowledges. They have pledged over $100 million toward restitution, education, and preservation efforts, an uncommon transparency in dynastic wealth. While names like Elon Musk and Mercedes-Benz grab headlines, the Quandts remain the unseen force steering one of the world's most luxurious car empires. Stay tuned. Next up, a shipping tycoon whose billion-dollar logistics empire operates behind reinforced glass and rotating aliases, Klaus-Michael Kuehne, the shadow king of global shipping. Klaus-Michael Kuehne quietly commands the lifeblood of global trade. With a net worth around $39 billion, he controls Kuehne+Nagel, a logistics powerhouse spanning air, sea, and rail freight across 100+ countries. While Maersk and DHL dominate public awareness, Kuehne's empire moves critical goods, microchips, medicine, with unmatched precision and silence. Avoiding the spotlight, Kuehne shuns public appearances and photography. His private assets, a 250-foot yacht, 2 private airports, are hidden behind complex shell companies, and his residences leased through trusts to keep him off the record. But his power isn't just in cargo, it's in loyalty. His privately run business universities train executives devoted solely to his empire, creating a tightly knit, fiercely loyal leadership. Security is state-level. Encrypted phones, rotating crews, facial recognition, and yachts that change names quarterly. Jets fly under diplomatic cover. This is power concealed, not flaunted. Kuehne's wealth isn't about headlines. It's about control over shipments no one sees, through terminals no one knows. Think you've seen discreet influence? Next, we expose the dynasty ruling Volkswagen, Porsche, Audi, and Lamborghini, all behind closed doors. Porsche-Piech family, masters of Volkswagen's silent reign. At the pinnacle of European industrial dynasties sits the Porsche-Piech family, whose influence over the automotive world is immense, yet cloaked in near-total secrecy. Descendants of Ferdinand Porsche don't just participate in the industry, they design its future. Through Porsche SE, their discreet holding company, they control a staggering $71 billion empire that includes Volkswagen Group and its luxury marques, Audi, Porsche, Bentley, Bugatti, Lamborghini. Despite their vast power, their faces remain unseen outside boardrooms. Their approach, military-grade obscurity. Family meetings happen in bug-swept rooms protected by Faraday cages, biometric access, and anti-surveillance drones. Helicopters are scanned for trackers. Internal communications use encrypted satellite links. Even Elon Musk reportedly couldn't secure a private meeting. Access isn't a right. It's a privilege granted rarely, if ever. Porsche SE holds 53% of Volkswagen's voting rights, But the true grip on power lies in a labyrinth of family trusts and cross-holdings, making the empire nearly impenetrable. Key family members occupy critical board seats but speak sparingly, keeping decisions behind a veil of silence. Despite their invisibility, the family has expertly navigated crises, whether the diesel scandal or EV transformation, often outmaneuvering more public rivals with sharp, unseen foresight. Their motto: visibility invites vulnerability, legacy demands control. Their power is quiet, yet it drives the roar of millions of engines worldwide. The Schwarz family, Europe's invisible retail titans. Behind the scenes of Europe's largest retail empire lies the Schwarz family, owners of Lidl and Kaufland, quietly commanding more than 13,000 stores worldwide. Valued at over $100 billion, their power doesn't come from flashy appearances or media hype. It comes from pure anonymity and operational mastery. Unlike other billionaire families who chase headlines and public attention, the Schwarz clan embraces invisibility. They rarely speak, avoid interviews, and some even live under assumed identities to keep their personal lives private. Company boardrooms are behind blackout glass in secure facilities, and employees sign strict NDAs, not just about products, but about people. Their reach is staggering. Lidl operates in over 30 countries, outpacing rivals like Aldi and Tesco in rapid expansion. Their influence runs deep through supply chains, real estate, and logistics hubs spread across continents. But this isn't just business, it's a deliberate strategy. They dominate markets while disappearing from public view. Their philanthropic work, focused on education and climate, is done anonymously through foundations, steering clear of the spotlight. Their homes are secretive compounds with no paper trail. Their travels are cloaked in encrypted logs and untraceable routes. The Schwarz family's true measure of power isn't followers or media buzz, but millions of daily shoppers fueling their empire without even knowing. If you've ever bought a bargain at Lidl, you've interacted with their hidden fortune. Stay tuned. Next up, a pharmaceutical dynasty so guarded even their art collections require biometric scans. Boehringer von Baumbach family, silent royals of pharma. You won't catch them at global summits or flashing in glossy magazines. The Boehringer von Baumbach family stays hidden behind fortified gates deep in Baden-Württemberg's forests, quietly commanding one of the world's most powerful pharmaceutical empires. Heirs to the $60 billion Boehringer Ingelheim fortune, this family operates in near-total secrecy. They avoid interviews, have no public social media presence, and even company statements rarely bear their name, instead coming from anonymous executive boards. Their estate is more than a home. It's a medical fortress, equipped with underground labs, cryogenic vaults, gene sequencing centers, and AI-managed security. Access demands biometric and chemical scans. This private research hub connects directly to Boehringer's global R&D, fueling innovations in immunotherapy, metabolic disorders, and neurodegenerative diseases. The family's control extends beyond labs, holding hundreds of high-value patents, often co-managed with research institutions under sealed agreements. They wield legal power over cutting-edge medicine worth billions. Their influence funds top universities and clinics quietly, advancing RNA therapies, pediatric oncology, and AI-driven drug discovery, all without public fanfare. While Boehringer Ingelheim celebrates medical breakthroughs, the family remains invisible. No speeches, no media appearances, just silent, world-shifting results. Up next, we'll reveal a biotech dynasty with twin estates and underground labs, rumored to be betting billions on the next global health crisis. Strüngmann twins, the silent biotech titans. They're not CEO celebrities, nor do they headline glossy magazines, but the Strüngmann twins might have placed the smartest biotech bet of the century, way before pandemic entered the global vocabulary. Early quiet investors in BioNTech, the trailblazers behind the first mRNA COVID-19 vaccine, their stake is now worth billions. Rumors swirl, either tipped off by confidential European health data or simply possessing unmatched scientific insight that outpaced Wall Street's hype. Their Austrian Alpine estate, is a fortress of next-gen biotech, powered almost entirely by AI. Underground labs shielded against earthquakes and electromagnetic interference are equipped with robotic culture chambers and CRISPR gene editing suites, designed for fully autonomous vaccine research. Security is military-grade, with encrypted private jet routes and anti-drone defenses securing the perimeter. Yet, they never appear publicly. No interviews, no press conferences, no selfies with world leaders. Their motto: dominate the molecule, not the media narrative. Beyond cash, their true power lies in patents covering gene editing technologies expected to drive the next medical revolution. The Strüngmanns aren't just wealthy, they're quietly shaping the future of global health. While the world races after followers, fame, and flashing headlines, these families choose a different path: enduring control. Their legacies aren't made for the spotlight, they're designed to last through generations. Think private jets shielded by anti-surveillance tech, priceless art locked away in underground vaults, and decisions made behind Faraday cages where no signal escapes. If this peek behind the curtain changed how you view true power, just wait for what's coming next. Subscribe to Zenith and hit the bell, because the most powerful stories are the ones nobody wants to tell. Still here? Drop a comment. True power moves in shadows, if you get it, and roll with us. See you again soon.